Hello everyone, and welcome back to Court Climbs. This is episode 4 of the New River Gorge Files, a series designed to help show you crags and routes around the New that you might want to climb at. In this episode, we're climbing at Butcher's Branch and 711 Wall, as well as doing a few problems at the Cotton Bottom Boulders. We are at Kmore today. We're going to start at Butcher's Branch and maybe go to some other crags along the way. I'm super stoked because there's a lot of cool tens at Butcher's Branch, and I also haven't been there in a really long time. Butcher's Branch is located in the Kmore section of the New, with around 20 routes ranging from 5'9" to 5'13". TJ's gonna go up Flight of the Gumby, and then Tara's gonna hop on one of the tens on the left side of the wall. It's really hot out, so we're doing our best to try and stay in the shade as much as possible, and also staying hydrated. Tara climbed a route called Boing, a 510B. I only watched her climb the start of it before going over to check in on TJ and Flight of the Gumby. In hindsight, I probably should have stayed to watch her climb the top, but more on that bunch of shenanigans later. Flight of the Gumby is a classic route farther down right. It's a 5'9" plus and starts on a left-facing wall before it wraps itself around the arête and onto the other face of the rock. The crux move is higher towards the top right after you transition from one wall to another. I've climbed this route at least 3 times in the past, and even this trip I'm always reminded of how exposed it feels. It's a great route, the type of thing you could do laps on for fun if you are a confident leader at that grade. Which, if I'm being honest, at 5'9" plus, you never really know if you should go into it confidently or not. Next up, we climbed a couple of tens called the Greenpeace and Low Voltage. These routes are right next to one another, and I think they're really fun and great routes to climb if you're in that grade range, because they're well bolted, and I feel like they just have really cool movement. So remember the route that Tara climbed at the start that was called Boing? Kiana and I told the group that we'd each run up it and then clean it and meet them down at 711 Wall. So it only took 4 people and 2 stick clips, but Key is gonna do this route now. Alright, Key, talk to me about the route.
So, I don't remember what it is, but it's a 10, and I did it one time before, and I was on top rope, and there's like the top crux for me. I had to literally just like aim my hands up and do a hop, and I was like, I'm way stronger now. I should probably be able to find some beta. No, that's the beta.
The route itself is deceptively chill all the way up until its namesake move. There's only one part that getting the clip is a little sketch, but if you find a helpful crimp and hold on to hope and the rock, you'll get up there just fine. And if you're literally 1 inch taller than either Kiana and I, who are both 5'4", then you probably won't have to jump on this move at all. Me and Key have to do this little jump, and it's terrifying, and I took the fall on it, and then the fall was like totally fine, so then I did it 5 more times, and I fell every time except one time I literally just went back and landed on the ledge that I was standing on that's like this, and I was like, I jumped and then I was like, we have a serious case of the pigtails going on.
I fucked up at the top. The O-ring was not flat, turns out.
This whole route was so chill.
Such a fun route.
Okay, low-key though, if you're 5'4" and want like a very chill fall, but a very like scary little baby jump, do this route. You thought it was over, folks.
Ow. This is just not going well.
711 Wall used to be named that because it had 7 11s, but then an 8th 11 got added, so it kind of messed up the naming. But Tara told me that there's a route there called Tony the Tiger that's an 11C. Tony the Tiger is definitely a climb I'm putting on my bucket list. It's a relatively tall route at 80 feet with really aesthetically pleasing orange and black rock at the top of it. But we aren't messing around with striped zoo animals today. Instead, it's time for Tara to lace up her shoes and do a little dance because she's headed to a big audition in Hollywood, baby.
Pretending I'm not nervous. She's not nervous. She's got a whole film crew. Pressure's on, baby.
Hola, señorita. Mr. Hollywood is an extremely slabby boy. You come up on the left side of it and you have to tiptoe around this arete that is very delicate and bouncy.
Breathe and calm it down. Really deep breaths will calm your legs. Sing yourself a little song. Twinkle, twinkle. Dude, sing something cooler than that.
The bones are their money.
I would recommend clipping the second clip if you're gonna do it because it's kind of sketchy to knot and the bolts aren't super new. The rest of it's pretty straightforward slab. It's not super easy. It's kind of hard. There's a couple really hard, big, jumpy moves. But yeah, the hardest part is the arete at the beginning. Getting around that, you have to switch feet on the actual arete on this really tiny high foot jib. That's the crux of it for sure.
If you climb high 10s to early 11s, you need to get on this route. It starts on a boulder, and you stick clip the first bolt from the boulder.
Hey, the stick clipping only takes 20 minutes unless you got Tony over here to do it for you.
And then you climb up an arete. And it is very fun and very scary.
Ooh, no, no. You're gonna take it off and it's still gonna be on there.
Yikes.
Buddy.
Hi!
What's up? What'd I do? What?
You dropped something.
The disco ball?
You gotta dance! Hey! I fell into that burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. We all tried a V2 called Jason Needs a Resole that basically just followed this crack from right to left. The feet at the start weren't very good at all.
Yeah, come on, Colin.
Finally, we had some success at the start, and Lucas, Colin, and I started a sun train before we decided that it was pretty hot and we were gonna go check out the river.
Wow, so look at that.
Look at all the green.
We were literally just talking about what if the siren went off for them to raise the dam.
There's a nice beach over there, though.
And now the siren's got Colin.
But is it 1 o'clock? I feel like this is just routine.
I don't know, but I don't want you to die.
But it's such a nice beach.
Let's see if it rises. I don't know what suddenly means.
I think that's what it is. He felt more alive. That's it. It reminds us that life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living.
So I just accidentally slipped and fell in the river. Colin saved my life.
Yeah.
You were like, Courtney! Ah! You already know what time it is. It's secret sandwich time. It's secret sandwich time.
I hope you see all the beautiful